I'm going to take you through the kneeling cable press. And if you are at home and have a home gym, instead of the cables, then you're going to use a band attachment to the bottom of the door, not to the top. So what we're going to do is try to bias the underside. We're going to get the diaphragm and core connected in here really well. So before this exercise, if you have not done the breathing exercise, either posterior rib cage expansion, diaphragm breath seated or on your back, definitely do those, and let's lock in that core connection first. If you've established a really good core connection and everything prior to doing this exercise, then what I want you to do before you prep to push is give yourself the neutral spine, tuck that rib cage down. Low back is fairly neutral. Our butt's not sticking out. We're not losing that connection where we'd get the rib flare here. So stack that nicely, rib cage over pelvis, good core connection so that when I push out, I'm going to get that nice heavy breath in the abdomen, get everything engaged and wrapped around. If you need some help, grab a band, wrap it around here, and push out against that band so that you can feel that core connection. Once you've got that established, then we're going to grab onto our handles here. And I'm on my knees, so if you feel like you cannot stabilize when you're up in this position, then I want you to drop back down onto the heels. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate that both. What we're going to do is keep the elbows relatively parallel to the chest here. Overhand press. So my palm is here, it is not here, and it is not here. All right, so overhand. Lock that down. Deep breath in, all the way out, and I'm going to push forward. Breathe in, all the way out. I'm going to push forward. So not only should I feel this in my pecs, especially up underneath here in the lower region of the pec, but you're also going to feel this in the core. This should be a core exercise as well too, as well as the press exercise. Now, if you're feeling really good with that exercise, then we're going to come up onto the knees a bit and challenge ourselves here. Okay, and I'm going to show you two different variations to where we can challenge. Again, the elbows are going to be pretty parallel, not way up. We just want them right here about chest level. I'm going to get good lockdown core connection here. So I'm contracting my abdomen. Pelvis is pretty neutral. It's a little tucked so that I can get a good stack brace. I'm going to breathe in. Getting that lateral expansion all the way out. And I'm going to press forward. In, all the way out. And I'm going to press forward. Now, this is not an easy exercise. This is actually a pretty difficult exercise. So if you find that you're having more trouble with this, I want you to grab a band and I want you to go back down onto your back and actually do the pressing motion on your back first, okay? Now, just to recap here, if this up here is too difficult, we're going to drop back onto the knees. If that's still hard and you're getting any sort of pain or anything, then shoot me a message and we will go through this. I'm going to put the reps and sets in the exercise description for you specifically so that you'll know exactly how many reps and sets to perform. Typically with this type of exercise, we want to stick around 8 to 12 repetitions of a moderate weight that is a little difficult. We should be able to complete set 1 almost no problem. Set 2 should be a little bit harder. When you're getting into set 3, we want to try to get to failure. So we want to try to push our muscles to the point where that last 10 to 12 reps is getting pretty difficult. So let's start out pretty easy, but that's the way it should be once we really get into strength training. Let me know what questions and everything you guys have, and we'll talk to you soon.